The Dallas Cowboys are back in the headlines, and this time, it's not about disappointment or doubt. It's about ambition, fire, and a statement to the rest of the NFL that this team refuses to fade into mediocrity. The Cowboys are on the hunt, and the latest reports are turning heads across the league. According to multiple outlets, including The Spun and insider Trey Wingo, Dallas has been in discussions with the Las Vegas Raiders about a potential blockbuster trade for star defensive end Maxx Crosby. That's right, one of the most relentless, violent, and motor-driven pass rushers in the entire NFL could be on Jerry Jones' radar. And if this happens, Cowboys Nation, we're talking about a move that could completely redefine this team's trajectory. Let's talk about why this rumor makes so much sense. The Cowboys, sitting at 3-1, are in that tense middle ground where the season could swing either way. We've seen flashes of dominance, Dak Prescott playing at an MVP level, CeeDee Lamb returning to spark the offense, George Pickens emerging as an unstoppable deep threat. But we've also seen inconsistency, particularly on defense. And that's the story of this team since Micah Parsons was traded to Green Bay. You can feel his absence every time the defense struggles to get pressure, every time the opposing quarterback has too much time in the pocket, every time a third down slips away. That trade gave Dallas extra first-round picks and a strong interior presence in Kenny Clark, but it left a hole on the edge that hasn't been filled. Now imagine filling that hole with Maxx Crosby. We're talking about a four-time Pro Bowler, one of the most intense defensive players in football, a guy who never takes a snap off and thrives on chaos. He's got 28 tackles, 9 QB hits, 4 sacks, and a forced fumble already this season on a Raiders team that's collapsing around him. Put that kind of energy, that kind of motor in Dallas, and suddenly this defense goes from struggling to terrifying again. And let's not forget what Jerry Jones said just a week ago. If there's a trade that would help the defense, we're in position to make that trade. That wasn't just talk. That was a warning shot to the rest of the league. Dallas has the draft capital, they have the cap flexibility, and they have the urgency. This team isn't waiting for next year. Jerry believes they can make a run right now, and a player like Maxx Crosby would be the exact kind of move that turns a team on the fringe into a legitimate playoff contender. Crosby, only 28, is in his prime. In 2023, he racked up 14.5 sacks and 31 quarterback hits, terrorizing offenses every single week. His get-off, his bull rush, his hands, it's elite-level stuff. Pro Football Focus consistently ranks him among the top 3 edge defenders in the league in pass rush win rate. But what makes him truly special isn't just stats, it's the tone he sets. He plays like every down is a personal war. He's the kind of guy who drags an entire defense forward through sheer willpower. That's exactly what this Dallas unit needs. Someone to bring back that swagger, that attitude, that Micah Parsons level energy that was lost in the offseason. Now, imagine this scenario. You've got Crosby on one side, Kenny Clark in the middle, DeMarvion Overshown coming back from injury, adding speed at linebacker, and Trayvon Diggs returning to the secondary. Suddenly, this defense looks complete again. You pair that with an offense that's finally clicking, Dak distributing the ball to Lamb, Pickens, Ferguson, and Turpin, and Dallas becomes one of the most balanced teams in the NFC. This isn't a fantasy scenario. According to Yahoo Sports and NFL Network's insiders, multiple sources around the league believe that Jerry Jones is actively listening for plus-sized talent at the trade deadline. That means he's not just looking for depth, he's looking for game changers. The Cowboys have made 6 in-season trades in the past 7 years. That's not random, that's a pattern. This front office knows how to move aggressively when the opportunity arises. Let's talk about what makes Crosby the perfect fit in Dallas beyond his production. First, his mentality mirrors what this franchise was built on: toughness, relentlessness, and pride. Crosby grew up a grinder, a former 4th-round pick who fought his way into stardom through work ethic and obsession. That kind of story resonates in Dallas, a team that's been searching for new leaders on defense. Second, his presence would instantly take the pressure off the Cowboys' young corners and linebackers. Right now, the secondary has been exposed because quarterbacks have too much time to throw. Insert Crosby, and suddenly the pocket collapses faster, the coverage tightens, and turnovers come naturally. But here's the bigger picture. It's about belief. It's about showing the locker room and the fans that the Cowboys aren't done fighting. After trading Micah Parsons, many around the league said Dallas was entering a rebuild. But what Jerry and Brian Schottenheimer are showing is the opposite. They're retooling, not rebuilding. This is still a team built to win now, and the message from the front office is clear. We're not punting on this season. That message matters. You could feel it in the dominant 44-22 win over the Washington Commanders last week. You could see it in Dak's eyes, in CeeDee's explosion back from injury, in Pickett's swagger when he said after the game, "The only thing that can stop us is ourselves." This locker room believes it's capable of something special. They just need a few more pieces to bring it all together. And if you're being honest, what better piece than Maxx Crosby? He's not just a great player, he's a culture changer. The kind of guy who wakes up the entire defensive unit. The kind of guy that offensive coordinators spend sleepless nights game planning for. He's disruptive, he's passionate, and he's fearless. That's the DNA of a Cowboy. As for what it would take, reports suggest the Raiders would want at least a first-round pick and maybe a player in return. Dallas has that ammunition thanks to the Micah Parsons trade with Green Bay. And given Crosby's contract, it's a financially feasible move. His deal runs through 2027, and restructuring would give Dallas some room to maneuver. It's not a cheap move, but for Jerry Jones, championships never are. The timing couldn't be more perfect. The trade deadline is approaching, the team is healthy, and the NFC is wide open. The Eagles have shown cracks, the 49ers look human, and the Lions' defense has started to regress. This is the window. This is the moment for Dallas to make its move. If they add one more elite defender, this team can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the conference. Cowboys Nation, this is where belief meets action. We've watched this team show flashes of greatness, but to win in January, you need dogs, players who can take over a game when it matters most. Maxx Crosby is one of those players. So here's the question I'll leave for you. If Jerry Jones pulls the trigger on this trade, do you believe the Cowboys instantly become true Super Bowl contenders? Because I do. This roster has the pieces, the leadership, and the urgency to make it happen. Dallas isn't done. They're not backing down. They're building up. Let me know what you think, Cowboys Nation. Should Jerry go all in for Maxx Crosby? Drop your opinions below. Hit that like button if you believe in this team's fight, and don't forget to subscribe because this story is far from over. The Dallas Cowboys are just getting started.